over to our Canon preacher. Come on up, Nick. Tell us about Jerusalem Peacebuilders, one of the missions that our mission committee here at St. Paul's supports so gladly.
Thank you, Father Joe, and thank you all for your mission support. So very briefly, because I've already been talking a while, Jerusalem Peacebuilders started in 2011. We could only get 11 Palestinian and Israeli teens to come to the program. Last year, we ran 46 programs and directly impacted over 10,000 youth and adults. And that's because the Lord gives us His forgiveness and His strength, and because of the support of parishes and people like yourselves. And I want to thank you. So what do we do? Really simply, we and a number of others have figured out that peace negotiations at that top level that you watch on CNN or Fox News or CBS or wherever you get your news don't really ever seem to go very far, do they? And they don't because they're touching on mass trauma, not just individual, but mass trauma that Israeli Jews and Palestinian Arabs, whatever their religions, experience. So how do you, and that creates a blockage. So how do you get around that or through that and help heal that? You have to bring it down and down and down to a level of, you got it, group work. So we run programs of about 20 at a time in schools. We also do teacher training. We do women's empowerment because in the Middle East, women have not yet taken the seat they deserve at the table. We also work with adults from the United States. We do a lot of the same work in Houston, Texas, the most diverse city in the United States. And we work with people over a period of about 4 years. And in the end, the needle moves. The needle moves. Just like when we ask for forgiveness in our hearts, it sometimes feels just like a little drop at a time on some very dry earth. So I want to just give you an example that some of you might remember from when I spoke to you last time, 3 years ago. I mentioned the name of a young man named Jurius. It's George. That's what Jurius is. It's just George. And I mentioned to you that George had gotten in through a lot of our training and support into the Hebrew University Law Faculty, which is the most desirable program in the country to go to. That he had graduated first in his class, that he had represented the state of Israel in the World Model Court, Moot Court Championships. He did that not once, but twice before he was graduating. What I'm also happy to tell you is that in December, Jurius was named as one of 4 clerks to the Israeli Supreme Court. What I haven't told you is Jurius is not Israeli and he's not Jewish. He's Palestinian Arab and he's Christian. He has broken through the glass ceiling. His excellence has allowed him to get allies who've given him opportunities. He's followed through with that and opened a door for others to follow him. That's what we do. That's how the system changes. Equipping leaders with the skills, the relationships, and the experiences and faith they need to make those sacrifices to change their country. Thank you all very much. I want to tell you that there's a little flyer in the back. I'm sorry, I'm stepping on my own ending. Little flyer in the back. Turn around, you can see that lovely young woman is waving them. And Mary Perry is our point person here. And if you would like not just to see this, to hear about it, but actually to get involved with it, we're going to run a program in New Haven in August. Hope to see you there. Bye now.
Thank you.